Welcome to this video tutorial. In the following video we would like to introduce you to the new features of the software. With the BDCreator PLUS, you can now also design total prostheses in the upper or lower jaw. Let's start importing the data. For the case shown here, 3 scan datasets were created. The upper jaw was scanned after the existing and worn prosthesis had been relined. The lower jaw is available as a plaster model and has been scanned. The existing prosthesis was used as a bite registration. A scan in the fixed state of the upper jaw prosthesis and lower jaw model results in the third scan, the vestibular scan. The scan software was able to align the scan data with one another. If this is not possible with the scanning software, the data records can still be registered with the BDCreator PLUS in a later work step. After importing the scanned data, important adjustments can now be made. First, check whether the data is aligned correctly. If the upper jaw is not an impression, the orientation model can be selected. The specification of the opposing jaw is already defined when the project is set up, but can be changed in the drop-down menu shown. If the objects have already been aligned to each other by the scan software, the registration in the following step can be omitted. Make sure that the checkbox is marked accordingly. It is still possible to import an all-in-one scan. During this scan, the upper jaw and lower jaw impressions were scanned and fixed to one another in the bite position. If BD keys have been used for this, the size used can be specified in the drop-down menu. In the next step, the data must be trimmed in order to obtain the necessary freedom to design the denture base. The software automatically suggests a border. This can be edited by moving the points on the boundary line. A boundary line can also be created from the viewing direction. The gold-colored area is retained when cutting. The gray area will be removed. The plus and minus buttons offer a very helpful function. These functions can be used to enlarge or reduce the entire selected area. For a quick and easy correction of the scanned data is an editing integrated function available. This tool can be started directly from the desktop. With this function, irregularities in the surface can be cut out and evened out with a hole closing function. This function can be started in any construction phase. The following work step defines an alignment plane for the subsequent placement of the row of teeth. This level is predefined by setting 3 points. The wizard on the right-hand side of the work area specifies the correct arrangement of the points. The alignment plane can be corrected if necessary. For a better overview, the vestibular scan can be hidden using the display function. In the work area on the right, the plane can be moved and rotated in all directions and axes. A model analysis is also necessary for unimoxillary prostheses in order to place the row of teeth according to static criteria. The settings for digital spacer and the undercut control can be set in the control field digital spacer and undercut setup. The settings for the smallest milling diameter can be adjusted. The result can be checked in the control field. You can change all settings at any time and see the result in the corresponding fields. The visual inspection of the hollowing functions and the post-palatal seal area have been improved. After the denture base has been generated, one of the tooth setups can be selected and adapted to the occlusion. A fully adjustable virtual articulator is now integrated in the software. All adjustment options are possible. The inclination of the individual front tooth guide plate is preset to a value of 35 degrees. The lateral anterior guide wings are each set to 15 degrees. The set values can be simulated using the corresponding slide controls assigned to the movement. In a further menu step, the occlusal collision can be viewed. In the basic version of the software, a static adaptation of the collisions to the surface of the teeth is possible. In order to be able to make a dynamic adjustment, a separate license is available to activate this function. By overlaying the vestibular scan, the newly designed proposal can be compared to the original data. The collisions are harmoniously adapted to the occlusal surfaces. Depending on the available CAM software, appropriate output options can be selected for the design data. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. More videos and information can be found at www.baltic-denture-system.de.